die a hero or you live long enough to become a villain. That's why we got the One-Wing Angel music playing for you uncultured swine. That's the Sephiroth theme. Because Microsoft has once again moved into the villain territory. Now, when Microsoft first introduced the Xbox Game Pass / PC Game Pass, the shit was great. $10 a month, you had access to thousands of games. You had access to all their new first-party games because they bought like a gazillion studios. So if you were on a tight budget and you didn't care too much about owning the games, at least you could still get to experience the latest and greatest games out there. And then they slightly increased the price from like $10 to $15. You know, that's cool. That's cool, but I remember we had a discussion. I remember chat. I said like a year ago, what's the price point for everybody to cancel the Game Pass? And people was like 20, 25. That'll probably be when I'm done with the Game Pass. Well, ladies and gentlemen, they've gone past $20. In case you've been living under a rock, Microsoft has announced they are increasing the price to the Game Pass. $30 a month if you want access to all the new games. There are now 3 tiers. There used to be 2.
Now I can afford a retwist for my locks.
Hold on 1 second. So for $10 a month, you get 50 plus games. For $15, you get 200 plus games. But the one you really want, the Ultimate, will cost you $30 a month. That'll get you access to all the games, the cloud service, plus the day one releases from their first party titles. Now, if you do the math, this is where they really fucked up. I did the math on this shit. 30 times 12. If you subscribe to Game Pass for 1 year, it costs $360. It is not a coincidence that the Xbox wants to charge you $360 a year to play their games. You guys have lost your mind. I can't stress enough. The value of the Game Pass was an affordable price point. Even for me, it's too rich for my blood. The only reason I played Black Ops 6 was because it was on Game Pass. So I'm here to let everybody know. Don't fucking ask me about Black Ops 7. I'm not playing that shit. If you see me play Black Ops 7, it's because somebody sent me a free code. Activision Xbox sent me a free code via email or something like that, but I'm not paying for this shit, bro. I'm not paying $30 a month to rent a video game. After 2 months, that's the price of the game. And then there's no guarantee all the other months there's gonna be things that I actually want to play. So it put me in a sticky predicament. I'm like, what the fuck? Do I continue to pay for this shit or do I turn it off? I've decided not only will I not be playing Call of Duty, because guys, I can't, and I feel like a lot of people feel this way because I've seen a lot of people on social media say the same thing. A lot of people are canceling their Game Pass. The only reason I was playing Call of Duty was because of the Game Pass. Everything else was a bonus. I've decided I'm just gonna buy Ninja Gaiden. I'm gonna buy Ninja Gaiden. I'd rather own it because I don't care. I don't know what else is coming out. We'll wait and see. I'll pick. I'll just buy Expedition 33. It's okay. Because Call of Duty is not worth $30 a fucking month, bruh. I'm curious to see how this is going to affect their stocks in like 6 months. It was crazy too, because when they made this announcement, it was like some bullshit. Oh, we've decided to enhance the product and bro, you're just increasing the price. It's starting to make me think like there's nothing you added to it. They added nothing to the service. I can't stress this enough. It went from 2 tiers to 3. They added nothing. They're just charging us more. It's starting to make me think the rumors are true.
Honestly, there's only one ideology.
Shout out to Karad with the sub. It's starting to make me think that the rumors are true. That all them subs, that they, goddamn these fucking alerts, stop going off.
Sonic wields that type of power.
Thank you to everyone who just subbed. It's starting to make me think it's true. All these studios that they bought are coming home to roost. It's too much. It's too fucking much. So here's what we're gonna do. Since they want to increase the price, I got a solution because I'm not paying for this shit. This is what we're gonna do. Gonna open this up. We're gonna do it right here live on stream. So you see there's no cap in my rap. I am logged into my Microsoft account. I don't want to show all my personal info, but I'm logged into my account. I'm going to subscriptions, going to manage, because Microsoft, you lost your fucking mind. I can't afford this shit. It's too expensive. While it still says 20, and we're gonna cancel this. As soon as I figure out what a fucking button is, manage, cancel subscription. You're not getting my money. No, thank you. And you know the worst thing about this situation too, while this shit here in loads? I hate that they're doing this shit. Look, y'all think I'm playing. What that say right there? What that say right there? I hate that they're doing this shit as what's the name is stepping down, Phil Spencer. Because I can't stress enough, this is a Phil Spencer issue. He's been making mistake after mistake after mistake. And as Phil Spencer slowly sunsets his career, for those unaware, Xbox is passing the helms to Sarah Bond, the black woman. So as things get worse, watch the internet turn around and blame the black person. Watch. I'm calling. That's my next prediction. You know what the fuck you're doing. Cancel. Make sure it's not showing nothing crazy. Why this shit? It must be a lot of people canceling because this website fucking loading slow as hell. Thank you. Y'all think I'm fucking playing. Look. That shit has been canceled. We will not be supporting this. If I cannot stress this enough. Y'all think I be playing. I'm right there with you in the trenches. If they do something, if a corporation does something you don't like, you don't have to support it. Stop spending money. So I hope people stick it to them. Yeah, for now. Ain't no goodbye for now. It's goodbye, nigga. The fuck out of here, bruh. And listen, this pissed me off too. Not only did they increase the price of the damn Game Pass, then GameStop want to get they hot breath ass on the internet and start talking shit. Game Pass, $30 a month, you own nothing. GameStop, buy once, own forever. Math isn't down. Yo, GameStop, shut the fuck up forever. You niggas have been robbing people since the early 2000s. You niggas robbed me in the 6th grade and I will never forgive you people. You've robbed like 3 different generations and you got the nerve to get on Betty White's internet and talk about some, oh, you buy it from us, you own it forever. Yeah, after you just gave me $5, no, $2 for the game and then you charge 55 for it. Get the fuck out of here. We don't like you. We don't like you. We will never like you. And I hope another fucking game specialist store spawns up and eats you alive. Your store sucks. Your employees are uninformed. They're all musty. You have more Pokemon cards and Diamond Minecraft replica swords than actual video games. You have more used PS4 games talking about come to the retro. I mean, it is retro. Sorry, PS4 niggas. But you got more PS4 games than the new games. Shut up. We don't care. Yo, shout out to Grizz. And here's the funny thing too. Here's another thing. You know, I can't believe I'm saying this. What the fuck is Gavin Newsom talking about too? As much as I don't like this nigga Trump, what the fuck are you talking about? As much as I don't like this nigga and the terrorists, what the fuck are you talking about? this is the one time I don't know if the tariffs are playing much of a role in the price increase of the Game Pass. This nigga don't know what he talking. The Game Pass is unless it's trolling. The Game Pass is a digital thing, okay? What the fuck is he talking about, bruh? Shit is fucking crazy. I can't believe I read this shit, man. Look at this. This is. I saw this meme too. Let me turn this shit off. I saw this fucking meme too. Everybody gonna be behind their girlfriend. Who about to get themselves a sugar mama? Who gonna get themselves a sugar mama for the Game Pass? I opened the reward system with it. I was 12 and I haven't been there since. Man, fuck that place, man. Listen, I say all that to say that I couldn't believe this. And you know, the timing couldn't be worse with them announcing the price hike of this shit, because literally I didn't even know the beta for Call of Duty dropped today. Black Ops 7 is about to drop and you guys dropped a price increase. And here's the thing. If you want to do a price increase, could you guys at least like put the tip in first? Like, they didn't even try to do that. They just straight tried to fuck us. This is a 50% increase on price for those unaware. You got to slowly do it. Do it like Netflix. That way you can trick people into not realizing they're playing way more. But instead, you just decided to straight fuck us, and I'm not going for it, bro. Fucking Call of Duty's about to come out. Now I'm not going to play it, so don't ask me. We literally called this last year when they announced Call of Duty would come to Game Pass, which is unfortunate, bro. The appeal of it was cheap. It used to be $10 a month, and you got thousands of games, which would have been fucking amazing when I was a kid. But as they say, every good thing must come to an end. No, I will not rent games for $30 a month. In order to get value out of the Game Pass, I've completely stopped the beat. I'm just preaching at this point. In order to get true value for $30 a month out of the Game Pass, you will have to sit on this shit all fucking day, try all the games. And if you don't have the time for that, there's no way that anybody can justify paying $30 a month to rent, I repeat, rent a fucking video game, bruh. Rent. So I'm just gonna be more choosy. We going back to what used to work, the old school shit. What I was I was still paying for Game Pass because I was gonna play maybe Black Ops 7, the Ninja Gaiden. At this point, the way I'm looking at it, the only thing that I played on Game Pass this year, or would have, because I just canceled it. The only things I would have played would have been Expedition 33, Black Ops 7, and Ninja Gaiden. I don't give a fuck about Call of Duty enough to keep that shit going. So I did the math, and it's like, well, I might as well just buy Expedition 33, and I might as well just buy Ninja Gaiden 4. That's $140 versus paying $360 to uninstall. I mean, just to rent all that shit. You see what I'm saying? Just gonna be choosy about what I'm playing. Like, well, I'm good off this, bro. Because every game that comes to Game Pass, I don't want to play all of them. Like, what was that game that came out in the top of the year? I think it was February from Bethesda, the RPG. I had no interest in that shit. I'm not interested in every game that comes to Game Pass, so I can't warrant paying for this shit. You had to play 2 to 3 games plus 4 and to get some value. Avowed. I wasn't interested in Avowed, so I'm not getting value from stuff like that. I wasn't interested in the Oblivion remaster. I don't care enough about Call of Duty. So I'm here to announce, unless I get Call of Duty for free, I am officially retired from Call of Duty. Y'all thought I was playing. Y'all thought I was fucking playing. I don't care about this game, bro. You can never convince me to pay $70 for a new Call of fucking Duty, bro. Game Pass was saving you niggas, and we're cutting that shit the fuck off, bro. If I play Call of Duty, it's because I got it for free, or I get it on a Steam sale for $20-$30, and the only person in GI you're gonna see playing that shit is Siggy probably. And I don't know. Yeah, this is a Battlefield 6 waiting room. And Siggy's funny too, because Siggy's like, oh, I'm gonna be on it, bro. When Battlefield 6 comes out, when you see me, Ethos, Flock, JG, the whole crew playing Battlefield 6, your ass is gonna be on Battlefield 6. I don't know why you're buying that fucking game. We're entirely too old to be playing these fucking games, bro. The one thing we gotta stop doing is we gotta start being better friends. We gotta stop letting our friends act like you're gonna really be on this fucking game. You're not gonna be on that game. So Xbox, you did it to yourselves. You guys have had a rough couple weeks. Can I say that, by the way? I've seen a lot of people on social media canceling the Game Pass out the woo-wah, but also keep in mind, Costco stopped carrying the Xbox console. the Xbox Series S and the X. And for those unaware, Costco is the third largest retailer in the United States behind Walmart and probably Target. I don't know. It's one of the biggest big box stores. And it's no longer carrying Xbox. You can't buy an Xbox. Niggas is canceling the Game Pass. And it's funny too, because with the Game Pass, the big thing they've been doing in their advertisements is they've been saying Game Pass, play everywhere. Nigga, we're not about to play anywhere. You can't buy. Yeah, for real. Look it up. Costco's not carrying them anymore. Like, we can't buy your console in the store. We're not paying for that fucking Game Pass. You talking about playing everywhere? You got a little beside yourself. We're not playing anywhere, nigga. The fuck is you talking about? No, thank you. For to cancel my shit. And that's where I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna drag it for too long because you see what the fuck going on. If you don't like this shit, do the math. If it ain't working for you, cancel your subscription, because I promise you, in the next 2 to 3 months, there will be a reversal. They'll be like, oh, guys, not only we're going to bring back the $10 price point, we're going to give you a discount for like 3 months and all this other shit. It's just not looking good for them. It's not looking good. And I say all that to say this. What I will say is, even though I did cancel my Game Pass, and I think you should too, I will be paying attention, because right now it's just, whiplash. It's internet whiplash. It's always about the long term. I'm curious to see what things will look like from a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5, 6 months down the road, even like a year. I'm curious to see how this will affect the numbers long term. Because if it doesn't affect the numbers long term, and you guys can't demonstrate any type of self-control, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy more Microsoft stock. Because when it comes to making money, you should not have any type of emotion involved. I'm not going to support it. But as long as you are, I might as well milk it. Anyways, this is not financial advice. Xbox Series X is $650. Now, yeah, that is the tariffs. That is the tariffs. Not gonna lie, none of us have played 50 different Game Pass games in a month. Stop it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's not worth it, in my opinion. That is why it's not worth it. So for those who've been living under a rock, just know that the price of the Game Pass is going up. Do what you will with that information. Let's move on to other news that I got for you. Vote with your wallet. Vote with your wallet. Other news. EA was reportedly looking to sell off Mass Effect developer, aka BioWare, before the Saudi acquisition. Yesterday came the news that EA is being acquired by a group of investors led by the Saudi-based PIF for $55 billion. With it comes countless questions, one of which about the future of not just EA, but the developers and properties under the umbrella. Fans were already worried about what this means for the future of the Mass Effect series, because keep in mind, Mass Effect 5 is in development. After 2017's Mass Effect Andromeda flop, developer BioWare made the decision to let the franchise take a break for a few years. After several years later, however, came the news that a new entry in the series was in development, presumably taking place directly after the events of the original trilogy. The trilogy itself was remastered as part of the Legendary Edition in 2021, which was fire. If you haven't played it, it's like $5 on Steam. Do yourself a favor. What up to everybody coming through? Since then, however, we haven't had much updates for this new Mass Effect. Then again, BioWare was hard at work on their other major franchise leading into the release of Dragon Age Veilguard last year. While it was met with strong reviews, including our own, the Veilguard failed to resonate with fans. It did not sell well. It did not sell well.
A super bag on a super nigga like me would be super appropriate for a time like this.
Hokoges, yo, what's good, bro? I've been watching you for a minute now. I like your content. Just had to say, yeah.
Shout out to McShawn with the super chat.
Was going to renew, but after the news, I said, no, I'm good.
I got you. He said my subscription was about to renew. He said I canceled that shit. Shout out to you for the super chat. I appreciate you. A new report from Insider Gaming details that EA reportedly is looking to sell the studio, presumably following the release of Dragon Age: The Veilguard. Obviously, that didn't come into fruition, but it paints an ugly picture about the future of the iconic developer. I mean, it depends on who you ask, because I'd argue this could be good information. As long as they can find funding and somebody else picks them up, they're fine, because I'd argue the reason that BioWare has been doing so bad is because of EA. I cannot stress this enough. It's hard to judge whether or not BioWare has lost its talent and they fell off when you have to also take into consideration the only reason Anthem was made was because of EA. They wanted a live service game to compete with Destiny, and they put BioWare in charge when BioWare didn't want to make it. They are known for RPGs. Same thing with they fucked up the development of Dragon Age Veilguard. The context does matter. They wanted to make a single player RPG that was super in-depth, story-driven, awesome action like they normally make. And EA said, no, we want to make a live service game. So this article is painting it like this could be a bad. No, I argue this could be a good thing. I knew BioWare was in trouble when they were bought out by EA back in like 2012, because I think that's when that was around the time Mass Effect 3 came out. I was like, I don't know about EA, man. But anyways, BioWare would undergo layoffs at the start of this year, though they confirmed that the new Mass Effect was still in development. Following the news of EA's acquisition, though, the future feels a little less certain. One source painted a pretty grim picture to Insider Gaming. Looking at the negativity that came after Dragon Age, if we felt it was going to get worse, then you can imagine what some of us think now. Other sources indicate that they're already looking elsewhere. I've been doing it since last year, but I'm making sure I have a portfolio ready and fillers out for the damn. So basically, because they don't know what's going to happen to BioWare, some of the developers in the studio are already on Indeed.com, bro. Anthem was onto something. They just fell asleep at the wheel with no content. Yeah, I think with Anthem, they should have brought in people who were familiar with the live service genre, who knew how to create a interesting and engaging, what's the name, gameplay loop. Because BioWare just doesn't, because sometimes, and I've said this on the stream, sometimes we as gamers, we get on the internet and we get super angry and we shake our fists and we say, oh, you know, they're doing X, Y, and Z with malice. And I've always made the counter argument. Maybe it's not malice. Maybe it's just a lack of talent. And that's not an insult. We all have specialties everywhere, right? You know, you don't go to a soccer player to learn how to play basketball. And it sounds to me like BioWare was trying to do soccer and EA wanted to do basketball. That's the problem dealing with fucking publishers. Reports indicate that EA is taking on a $20 billion in debt. Yes, that's quite a bit of money they're on the hook for, which means they'll have to make it up somewhere. Given the current state of the industry, there's plenty of concern for even more layoffs in the future. Those layoffs may not come after the deal is finalized, but given the massive amount of layoffs at Microsoft this year following their acquisition of Activision Blizzard King, I wouldn't be surprised to see the history repeat itself here. So, I mean, this is all a rumor. None of it's confirmed. You never want to see people lose their jobs, but we will be keeping an eye on this story. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out. And if EA does eventually let go of BioWare, what does that mean for the studio? Will it dissolve? I would actually hate to see, I mean, they made some of my favorite games. It's a yellow flag. I would hate for see this studio dissolve, or would they be picked up by another publisher or be able to even fund themselves? Because I mean, look what Expedition 33 did, you know? Every major studio bought out. We have to look to the indie studios to make sure the games are good now. Tight shit. Other news. The Blind Bandit, Daredevil himself, has made his way to Marvel Rivals. Y'all know I ain't playing this shit, but I'll play the trailer for those interested. Please keep y'all in the loop for all two people still playing Marvel Rivals.
Forgive me for what I am about to do. I see you.
Little wall running.
You've been judged.
Do you think Activision would acquire BioWare? No. First of all, Activision can't acquire BioWare because Activision is owned by Microsoft. So it would be Microsoft that would have to buy BioWare. And I don't think Microsoft would buy BioWare because Microsoft apparently is poor. That's why they're raising the price to the Game Pass.
Face the devil. Wrath of the beast.
Not gonna lie, though, the concept for Daredevil's kind of fire. That's pretty cool. Oh, I hate this game.
Let the devil out!
Man, he really playing in the dark.
Ruthlessness is mercy.
His alt makes no sense. You got to keep in mind, this is not Earth 1 Daredevil. This game takes place in the multiverse, so it allows them to get creative with the abilities. This looks lame. Honestly, this really did nothing for me. I feel like Daredevil's a hard character to sell in a game like this. But I mean, you know, October 10th, he'll be there for those who are still playing this game. Probably people on PS4. You know what else comes out on October 10th? Battlefield 6. That's what we'll be playing. quit this game when I hopped on rank and they were playing volleyball at some point. When I quit this game, my mental health just gradually, it just improved day over day, you know? Daredevil needs an Arkham-like game. Nah, I don't think we need more superhero games that are like Batman Arkham. If more superhero games are made, I want them to be different. I think that's part of the reason why Spider-Man 2 didn't resonate as well. Because I mean, Spider-Man plays like Batman Arkham 2. Like if you're gonna do different superheroes, I want you to create mechanics surrounding that unique superhero's abilities. Basically, I wouldn't want to just make the same game over and over. So no, I don't think you need that. But me personally, I'd rather play. If they did make a Daredevil video game, I personally just want to turn the game on and it's just like a black screen and it's like just a puzzle game. You just got to figure out what to do. Other news, PlayStation. The thing PlayStation niggas made fun of Xbox niggas for is coming to PlayStation. PS5's controller, a PS5 DualSense controller with a removable battery is reportedly on the way. It appears that Sony is working on an updated PS5 controller with a removable battery pack similar to those for the Xbox controller, according to a new report by the German gaming outlet PPE.pl. As spotted by VGC, they're reporting that this PS5 controller, reportedly known internally as DualSense V3, is slated to arrive this November with a removable battery pack. Specifics were sparse, but according to the source, someone named Grazdari, who correctly predicted Microsoft's Flight Simulator 2024 and uncovered the box version, blah, 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 blah. It seems the DualSense V3 will allow you to replace the battery pack if necessary, instead of you having to buy a whole new controller whenever it dies for good. You know what's funny? Doesn't matter if you're gonna have stick drift in 5 months. That's true. Are they gonna improve it? You know, it's funny. I never understood why some PlayStation players made fun of Xbox players because of the batteries. I'm not gonna lie, I like it. For my Xbox controller, I have rechargeable batteries on my wall, so if the batteries die, just replace the batteries real quick. Versus the PS5 controller, if the battery dies, you got to put the fucking cord in. I don't like dealing with the cord. Like. Something I'm not opposed to them having removable batteries as long as it's an option. Because why I gotta buy a new battery? What do you mean why you gotta buy it? Batteries don't last forever, guys. It's just kind of how they are. And technically it's a good thing because if you take good care of your controller and it doesn't have stick drift, when the battery dies, you just replace the battery too. Yeah, less waste. Yo, shout out to Dion. With the super chat, Xbox L, I have to buy another controller due to crazy stick drift. I swear back in the PS2 we didn't have these problems.
I swear back in the PS2 days we didn't have these problems.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I don't feel like I had to replace controllers very often back in the day. But then again, that was so long ago, I don't remember. But I don't feel like it either. They're putting more tech in the controllers. Like me personally, I'd rather like PlayStation and Xbox. It was there. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. But I personally, if it means the controller's cheaper, I would rather PlayStation remove all the shit in the controller I don't care about. I don't care about the touchpad. I don't care about the, what's that? The triggers, the rumble triggers or whatever that shit is. Yeah, put the Hall effect analog sticks in there. Make it, yeah, the haptic. I don't care about none of that. If it makes the controller cheaper, I'll take it. I don't care about none of those features, bruh. I don't want rumble in my fucking controller, bruh. Niggas who like rumble in a controller weird, bruh. I know y'all put that shit in y'all pants. I just can't prove it. There's no reason why a controller should cost $60, $70, man. So when we could drop the price of the damn thing down to 20, 30, man. I can't play my games without rumble. Why not? I don't want to be immersed that damn bad. Other news. And gaming is dead news. We do this every stream. We've got another banger, ladies and gentlemen. Digimon Story Time Stranger reviews have dropped, and we're seeing 10s, 9.5s, 9s, 8.5s, 8s. See a 6 and a 5, but overall, the Anime News Network gave the game an A. These niggas on a different grading scale. Overall, it's been very positive reviews for this. Nobody in GI is playing this except for Ethos because he's a fucking nerd. I'm not playing this shit either. But another banger has dropped if you are into RPGs, and it's the new Digimon game. It's been getting good reviews. So don't act like I didn't try to put y'all on to another great game that has dropped. I know the A is so fucking weird, bro. I'm not paying 70. Maybe you can get it on fucking when it's on sale or something like that. But it's like every week, banger after banger has dropped. It's been a great year for gaming. This is going to be one of the most interesting game of the year discussions that we've seen in a long time. Shout out to Treason with the super chat. Appreciate it.
Your donation will go towards a new pair of running shoes. I'll need those to.
It's third on the Steam charts? Really? Damn. Are Digimon games actually good, or are they dog shit like Pokemon? I've never played them. I only like Digimon the anime, but I never got into the games. I think they're more like traditional RPGs though. They don't play like Pokemon.